And I'm here myself, so we should be all good to go.
I have my diabetes in a cup. We should all know what this little symbol is. Diabetes in a cup.
Yes. The swirl is the toilet. What's happening? What's going to be happening later?
I mean, there is bananas in it, so
There you go. You got the fiber.
I know, right?
There you go. All right.
And also, there's daily vitamins and zinc in this cup,
Oh.
which will now be destroyed with our second bag.
God damn, man. Second bag, you said? Jeez.
It's slightly salted. So
Oh, okay. Like that's gonna.
I'm eating healthy.
Yes, that is indeed what's happening with potato chips. Anyway, I guess we can start off with that. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 211 of the Hypecast. Welcome. I guess for those who are new, or if anyone is new to the whole Hypecast spiel, we just talk about gaming related stuff, including news and just whatever, right? So we're just a couple of guys talking about video games, just talk it out, nerd it out, whatever. So with yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, with my partner in crime, as always, ZawarudoWrrryy. So
I think I just swallowed 3 seeds. Take that as we go.
From a smoothie. All right, well, anyway, so last week I asked you a question regarding to Yoko Taro's little troll thing that was a thing in Sin of Alice, right? Which was the like it's a gacha game, so you're naturally going to be putting in money, for your characters and whatever. But if you beat the game, right? If you beat the story, it forces you to log out and you can't log in ever again, meaning you pretty much waste your money, that sort of thing. I asked you the question, if FGO were to do this, how would you feel about that? And you kind of like, like you just grabbed your phone and started pulling, and then you answer the question. You didn't even answer the question. I mean, we know how stuck you are still with the game. We know that much, but how would you feel, right? Like if you beat the last singularity and all of a sudden you're just out of the game, you can't even access to, first Hassan or King Hassan, whatever, and like all that stuff. All that work you put into, you can't even get into anymore because that's the system. Like, how would you really feel?
How many years will I be in jail if I commit murder?
Tens of hundreds of years, depending on what it is. But
and I can only have my one phone call, right?
I guess. So obviously you be angry, to say the very least. Yes.
Angry, and something's gonna break.
Something's gonna break. That's fair. Especially if how much.
Hey, we don't bring money into this.
Especially with how much time and assets you put into the game. But time is money. So anyway,
you should get a slap for that.
How much, especially with how much you put into the game, right? Like it's just kind of just disintegrates into dust, snapped away, pretty much. All because that game creator decides to be a troll. It'd definitely be infuriating, to say the least, but it is funny because it is Yoko Taro, and Taro loves to be a massive troll, so that's just what it is. And for those who are always new to these things, playing, whether they're playing a Nier Automata game or really anything else, are in for a treat. So, all right, well, that's that. It was Halloween indeed, and now we're into November rather quickly.
You mean December, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
This month doesn't exist.
That's funny. That's really. Anyway, November is going to be a big month for games, of course, including God of War, Sonic Frontier, and even, of course, Pokemon in there. And of course, there's more to that. But anyway, I just wanted to include this little special section, just one, of a celebrity wearing a costume of sorts for Halloween. I believe it's Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys apparently dressed up as Beerus for Halloween from Dragon Ball Super. Any comment on that?
It was a really good use of her hair.
I like I like the creativity that was put into it.
Yep.
It's like relatively, it's like modest, but at the same time, you know it's Beerus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you know what you're looking at. And yeah,
Kira was feeling about this.
Who?
The creator going like,
oh, Toriyama. Yeah.
Yeah, Toriyama's like, look.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look.
Yep. So hey, pretty funny. Were there any like celebrity costumes that you wanted to or you came across at all during
Heidi Klum?
Heidi. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she is the quote unquote queen.
She's always like when it's Halloween, it's like, okay, what she's wearing this year? Oh God, what is that?
Yeah. Okay, I saw this. It was this like weird looking worm thing. It's just an earthworm. Oh, there's also Elon Musk. That's right. It's so weird. We're gonna be talking about him later. Funny enough.
Who?
I don't know what that costume is supposed to be. I think it's just supposed to be some like generic night thing from, I don't know. I think it was during his like, maybe he played Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. I don't know. So he actually wore the costume for it. I'm not too sure. But Heidi Klum, I think it's just an earthworm, just a plain old earthworm. You can see the close up of her face. It's actually really creative though. Yeah, you gotta give some credit where credit is due.
I do want to know what she does with her, costumes. Do they go into storage? Does she
probably go into
storage?
They gotta go into storage, right? You can't just throw that away. What's happening here? Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh yeah, is that her feet? Oh, I think it's her feet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her feet.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I don't know. She scares me sometimes.
Yep. Here's the full body shot, I guess. Very it's like something from like Slither, right? Remember that movie Slither?
Or because of her face, it reminds me of really good practical effects costumes back in the day.
Yeah.
So I was like,
for sure.
She could actually pull off Pizza the Hut.
Oh yeah.
Pizza
the Hut. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure Mel Brooks would be like very happy, going like, ah.
Right. I'm sure there's more, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Halloween is still celebrated in some places to a very strong extent. There was barely any trick-or-treaters, speaking of which, in my neighborhood, but in Esfaka's neighborhood was the complete opposite. There are a lot of trick-or-treaters. He does live in a nice neighborhood, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
They go to all the nice parts of California, it seems like. Because otherwise, it was on a Monday too, so that it doesn't really help. My place is like very suburban, but go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder how many the same costumes Faka saw outside his window running, and that's
I should have asked him that. I should have asked him what was like the common costume around his area. Because I don't know what it would be. It like, would it be something anime related, or is it still like Fortnite stuff, or is it like, you know, Minecraft or whatever? Like, I don't know. Or is it some from like a cartoon show that I don't know of, right? I don't know. What's the popular thing, you know, or just a celebrity in general, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Like from my area, I was like, I counted 8 Super Mario's, just Mario. I was like,
Oh yeah. That's a very ongoing thing.
and then I was with and I had my friends over, and then we were kind of passing out candy, and then we saw a little child dressed up as a Game of Thrones character.
Ah, very
Then we
funny.
saw the mother, because you think like if it's a family, right? It'll be like like a theme, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Mom walking around like a more slutty version than what she is of a Jessica Rabbit. And I'm like, what are these things don't fit with the other?
I mean, she's not bad. She's just drawn that way. I mean, I don't know.
I know, but then they came towards us. I was like, oh dear, oh my, because let's say the mother was having a wardrobe malfunction. I was like, oh dear, oh my, should we tell the mother? You know what? Whatever. It's Halloween. It's part of the costume. Hi, here you go.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Go away now.
Maybe she was counting on it for it to happen. No, probably not around her kid for sure.
Yeah, not with the kid.
Not with the kid. Well, that was Halloween. And now we're immediately into Christmas.
Christmas.
We'll talk about that little bit later on, but
And she's already arisen.
yeah, she has already defrosted. let's just put it that way. But anyway, there was one thing I do want to talk about regarding to fighting games. It's definitely Multiversus still, because there hasn't been anything else happening on the other end of fighting games. Although the only thing I can think of for Guilty Gear is the public beta has ended for the rollback netcode, so they took it down and put back in the delay based netcode for right now until it's, you know, the full version, until the full version is released. That's what I heard anyway. But anyway, just wanted to include this in for Black Adam, as he, I believe, is in the game by this point. But let me see. Let me just make sure and see it's not too loud or anything.
What?
By the strength of Ammon, by the wisdom of Zehuti, by the power of Aten, Black Adam strikes.
I don't like the voice already. It's not the way. Someone mod Dwayne The Rock Johnson's voice.
Get ready to eat my
You're bold for a mortal. I crush you.
You better let me handle
Is this
that.
the same voice actor for The Injustice?
So it's Bob Carter, as we talked about.
You are a mortal.
So,
I am a
Is
god.
this thing?
Your foolishness will be
My
your
mind
end.
is sleeping. Wait, did they fix
You
that?
chose wisely.
what was the last thing you said or asked?
I remember Taz was getting a buff or a nerf. Did he?
Yeah, they
do
like
that
nerfed
already?
him to the ground, but I don't know if they fixed him because I haven't played the game as of late. But no one has been talking about Taz then again, so I don't know. I'm not sure where his current state is.
He's in that pile. Like he got, as you said, nerfed to the ground. So everyone just did this.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
play
don't
with
wanna
you. Yeah,
play with you.
exactly. pretty much. There's also one little clip I do want to share of Black Adam, like in a combo video or some sort. So let me see. Here we go. So it's just a concept right there. That's pretty nasty. Just... They were high percentage, granted, but that was from 60%.
Someone's gonna have a damage nerf.
Yeah, I know. The lightning stuff is like really cool. Look at that.
I think that was his up air.
Yeah, it looks like his up.
lightning.
Yeah, his up air.
All I can just picture him is just singing a high note.
If only. If only.
That's why you fly straight up, is because his high note was reached.
Yep. It's the I don't know if you're familiar with this meme, but it's some, I forget who it was. Oh, I think it was like Jeb Bush. He's like doing this, and then it's always some sort of like big number or something like that. Something about like, oh, it's always like if it's like if a movie's hit like slapping real hard in the box office, like it's always like this huge number or something like that, and he's just like, it's like a cutout of him doing that, you know, that exact pose. Yeah. I don't know where that picture or whatever is exactly from, but it just looks funny because it's Jeb Bush and no one really talks about Bush. He's just George Bush's brother, I think, or W's brother. But anyway, now that's it for the fighting game portion. Now we can go into the lovely frontline news, which it is indeed featuring the lovely Elon Musk. We did talked about this right after recording. We find out that Elon Musk has at this point very much already has owned Twitter. And as soon as he was appointed pretty much the head of Twitter, he fired the CEO and 2 other top executives. So he pretty much fired the top 3 people right away, off the bat. So that was lovely. Because those are some of the people who were pretty much like preventing Trump from coming back to the platform in a way. So pretty much opened the gates to the possibilities of people like him returning to the platform. But we'll have to see. Because, you know, Trump was like very infamous for like misinformation and all that stuff, and a lot of other things too.
He gotta have his own friends back, even though he knows that, as you said, spreading misinformation, but he gotta have the friends.
Yep. Let me just bring up this tweet right here. So there was a thing where Musk was going to do something with the verification system, and was going to put it behind a $20 per month paywall, like a subscription almost, just to keep your verification. Right, and a lot of people were very much not up for that. A lot of verified people were just like, why is this happening? Something that was free before is now going to be a monetization thing, you know, monetized in a subscription or subscription system, so to say. Pretty much meaning that from what it sounds like for most people anyway, anyone can be verified as long as they have the money to do so. So that was like the outrage. So you know, pretty much that was like opening the doors to like a lot of scams, right? Those like fake accounts that, you know, could be up to no good, you know, phishing schemes and scams and all that stuff, you know. Oh, you won this free thing. Just click here and insert your information. You know, that's been happening a lot on YouTube, unfortunately. Something like that could have happened here on Twitter. But at the moment, not so much, thankfully. But there were so many people that were up in arms about it, including even Linda Carter, who played live action Wonder Woman back in the day, and made a tweet about it. She said, Twitter with verification versus Twitter when I refused to pay $20 a month for it. And it's, you know, it's just the picture on the left is of course herself as Wonder Woman, and then there's on the right is like a disguise or something like that. I don't know what the context of that is supposed to be, but
she was because I used to watch it with my grandmother. Yeah, she was just an undercover,
like a disguise. Yeah. So
okay, which episode number? But
yep.
So you know that when you pissed off Wonder Woman, you know you fucked up.
yeah.
She coming after you.
Yeah. Yep. She's gonna throw that lasso of truth, man. Gotta be careful not to piss off Wonder Woman. So that was one of the many tweets regarding to this whole situation. Sorry, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, I feel sorry for those who finally got the verification.
Yeah, true, right? Yeah.
Like, my friend just got it. Like, I think a day or 2 days ago.
Okay.
And now I'm, like, wondering, like, so once this pay to win, which is pretty much pay to win.
Yes.
Pay to be verified. What happens to the ones that's already verified? Is it gonna be grayed out? Like you see the check mark, but it's grayed out until they pay it, so it can light up again.
That's the thing. I have no idea. This has not been implemented just yet, so we still have no idea. At the as of this recording, maybe by the time it'll be Monday when this episode will be out by then. Maybe it'll take place, but otherwise I have no idea how that's gonna work on those in those areas. But there has been an update to that regarding to the cost. So this is from Elon Musk. He says Twitter's current lords and peasants system for who has or doesn't have a blue check mark is bullshit. Power to the people. Blue for $8 a month. Okay, $8. I'm guessing that's the USD side of things, because he said price adjusted by country proportionate to purchasing power parity, or no, parity. Okay, anyway, whatever that means. So he's basically saying like, oh, it depends on each region, it'll adjust the costs or something like that. Okay. He's and then continuing the thread, he says you'll also get priority in replies, mentions, and search, which is essential to defeat spam/scam, ability to post long video and audio, and half as many ads. Next one, he says, and paywall bypass for publishers willing to work with us. Okay. I guess it means if you're like a big business, still like let you off the hook or something like that, as long as you are willing to cooperate with Musk and, you know, the Twitter as a company, I guess. I'm not too sure. I mean, it just basically means if you're big, then you get to have some privileges, I guess. But I'm assuming when it comes to like big YouTubers, I don't think they'll get anything out of that. This will also give Twitter a revenue stream to reward content creators. That's another thing he says. Last one, I think, he says, there will be a secondary tag below the name for someone who is a public figure, which is already the case for politicians. So I guess, yeah, that is a part of it too when it comes to the bypassing thing. Yeah, so basically, if you have a lot of money, if you're a big company or a corporate company, you know, blah, 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 then you get to bypass it from what it sounds like. But let me just check on his Twitter just in case if there's anything else. In case we don't like miss anything. Oh yeah. Wait, actually, I thought that was like a Twitter sweatshirt thing, but no, I guess it's something else. Sorry about that. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's the very last thing. So I think that's pretty much it. Other than the weird costume. Yeah. Yes, and then meanwhile, there's some rockets that return back to their launch pad. So that was a very successful mission in that sense, I guess. Meanwhile, and then...
Meanwhile...
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom. Yeah.
Which pretty much Twitter is going to become.
Dude, don't even give me that idea. But anyway,
yeah, don't give me the idea.
Yeah, don't give me any ideas.
It's like too late, motherfuckers.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that part. There's no other developments that are worth noting for right now, other than the fact that it will be $8 a month, I guess. So, I think when it comes to actual verification, I think you have to have earned the right to even keep the check mark, is what I'm assuming anyway, though. So I guess you have to meet some sort of qualifications, right? Like, oh, do you have a YouTube channel that has this many followers or subscribers? Do you have a Twitch channel that has this many followers and or subscribers or something like that? Maybe, I don't think anyone can just pay, let's say, $8 a month and then be verified automatically or have the blue check. Maybe there will be something different along with that. Not just a check mark now. It'll be something like you kind of mentioned with the politicians. There'll be some sort of like mark on the bottom or some sort of tag on the bottom. But otherwise, on the surface, it just sounds like anyone can be verified, though, which is kind of dumb.
Yep.
Yeah. So my hope is that you have to have the right to even do that in the first place. So that's my hope anyway. But this is Elon Musk, so meanwhile he's firing and laying off people left and right at Twitter. So that does not sound good.
Does not sound good. Yes.
At
this,
go ahead.
For me, I kind of don't care at the moment for the verification thing.
Right. Oh, of course.
What I care for is like if I can look at him in the eye, is can we have something called an edit button? That's all.
Yep.
I think 98% of us using Twitter would love the edit button. It was there as a trial shit.
Yeah. You have to be.
It fucking works. So edit button, please.
Yep.
Because I look at some of my past tweets and I'm going like, oh my god, I misspelled this fucking word.
Yep.
but I already have this X amount of likes and views on it.
Exactly. That's how it is, man. That's how it goes. That's the Twitter. That's the daily Twitter, man. That's the daily routine of Twitter. You fuck up, but it already has as many engagements. Can't go back. Can't go back. Such an easy thing too. I don't know why they always have neglected that for whatever reason.
Because God said nay.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. It definitely has to do with like, there's those things where it's like, oh, cancel culture is happening and this on this person. Oh, but the person already edited the tweet to this way, so I didn't say this, that sort of thing. So I think, what I'm assuming anyway, is that there's a record in Twitter, right? So if there is anyone who wants to take a case against that person A, they can just look into the records of Twitter or whatever if they have that access, and then be like, oh, look at this, on this date at this time he made the edit to this tweet saying this instead of whatever the old tweet was. So I'm sure there's records of that somewhere in the infrastructure of Twitter or whatever. But yes, on the surface, that could happen in that sense, right? On the very first layer of that surface. First layer of security, I guess, on person A. Oh, I didn't say this, But if anyone wants to dare, challenge them in court, they could be potentially in trouble. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how all that works out with the verification process and the edit button. Yep. Elon Musk just bought out Twitter, so he has to make that money back somehow. So that's why he's doing all this stuff. So, it is definitely worth mentioning because we do use Twitter on a daily for our personal purposes and reasons. But of course, I use Twitter a lot for the news. That's why we're here, talking about all this stuff. Most of it just comes from Twitter, and it's a big platform, whether it's for your your soapbox or just for fun, right? Like for pictures and images, memes and whatever. And of course, the artists. There's so many artists on Twitter posting their stuff. So that's another platform for that too.
Yep.
Amongst, content creators and social media influencers and companies, gaming companies using it on the daily. There's a lot of things going on, including, unfortunately, the toxicity and stuff like that, and just really stupid people coming out to say stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Social media. It's like the social media platform, right? For a lot of things. And of course, Elon Musk owns that now. So that is happening for sure. It's just a matter of where it goes in the future. Hopefully it'll stay the same, more or less. With some tweaks, right? And some improvements, including the edit button. But there is going to be some bumps in the road, that's for sure. I feel. Speaking of Twitter, there was another person who has been a pretty reliable source for gaming news, and that person's name is Nibellion. Nibellion has been providing not only retweets, but neutral takes and also really nice TLDRs of those articles. Almost kind of like a save you a click kind of news, right? Like there is that account on Twitter, but Nibellion always provided a much more fleshed out TLDR. And I've had mentioned Nibellion quite a bit throughout the episodes of Hypecast for TLDRs and stuff like that. We talked about major stuff in gaming, and thanks to Nibellion, made it a lot easier. But unfortunately, in midst of Elon Musk buying out Twitter and blah blah blah, Nibellion has made a statement pretty recently and pretty much said, I'm out. So this person is out of Twitter now, and not only out of Twitter, but just out of gaming news in general because pretty much real life issues. Nibellion also tried to make this a monetizing platform of sorts, and unfortunately, tried to do it through Patreon. Couldn't quite pull it off because while his or her work or their work has been very much appreciated, they don't quite carry that brand, that name quite as well as the activity itself, right? Gaming news, obviously people look for that, but they don't look for Nibellion, so to say. So that's why that was a major part of why the Patreon was not successful.
Successful, yeah.
And so couldn't quite put it that time while getting something out of it, so, and plus Nibellion has a real life job, I'm sure, that takes up a lot of time, and I'm sure wants to do other things, right? Like probably play video games, probably want to just relax,
Yeah.
But just probably, I can imagine, barely has time to do that because of stuff like this. Wanted to dedicate their free time for this, and unfortunately did not get much out of it. Did not get paid, did not get anything out of it, unfortunately. My only hope is that this person gets picked up by a gaming, one of those like gaming journal outlets or gaming news outlets sometime down the road, but doesn't sound like it. I mean, maybe that person is, but just hasn't talked about it, and I don't know. My hope is that it'll happen at some point, but for right now, it just says it right here. After some introspection, I've made a decision to focus my time and energy elsewhere and move on from Twitter. This marks the end of my video game coverage and my active participation in this platform. Thanks to everybody for the fun times. Farewell, the bell. P.S. I'll leave this account up so that nobody can grab the handle for malicious purposes.
Smart.
Yep. So all we see now though is just a lock, a black profile picture, what do you call the profile or the wallpaper or whatever, and then that's pretty much it. So but yeah, you can kind of see, right, like how much this person has covered the news and everything. Very active every single day, pretty much. Reported a lot of things in one day. Oh, look at this, right? There's this stuff, right? Very nice highlights.
Yeah.
They didn't just regurgitate, articles. He, condensed them down to very accessible highlighting points, and that's that. So, and that's just one day. This is the day before, and yep, look at this, right? The Bayonetta early scores and all that stuff. So, yeah, you can definitely see how much activity there was with this Twitter account. So it's a damn shame, but I understand. Do you have anything to say about this whole situation?
Because when you were talking about like he should be picked up and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my mind instantly went to Game Informers, but I was like, no, probably not.
At this point, I think anyone. I'd say anyone. I think he deserves something
bigger.
back. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, he needs something bigger.
I suppose, but it's a start. But anything else you wanted to say?
Again, all his highlights, as you said, all his
Yeah.
upcoming upcoming games, scores. Like the guy did research before he just
Of course.
placed it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's a longer statement. This is from Patreon. Pretty much like sums up like what I said, or I summed it up, and you know the whole like Patreon thing didn't work because you know while the work was popular, the name that they carried wasn't quite there, unfortunately, and then so couldn't create a reliable revenue stream, and then also made refunds on people who did contribute to the Patreon, so that's nice. And then address the elephant in the room, which is the platform itself, which is Twitter, of course. I guess I'll read this last paragraph. It says, "I don't think that Twitter has yet experienced good leadership, and this trend will not change with Musk either. I do not trust the platform. I do not trust Musk and his seemingly infinite immaturity. I do not think Twitter will fall apart instantly, but it could die a slow death. Why waste more time?" So, pretty much, yeah. While it's not the biggest contributor to Nibel's like end of coverage in video games on Twitter, it is something worth noting because yes, who controls the platform now? It's Musk, and who the hell knows what could happen with his sort of recklessness of, his just choices and stuff like that. So I just, it's all in his hands now, right? And people and I think people are in the right to just not feel good about it, not feel confident.
Yeah.
Especially if it's their livelihood. You know what I mean? There are people who do rely on Twitter for like popularity, just to keep maintenance on that stuff, and be relevant within that world, to to continue streaming or create content, whatever it is. And of course now is in the hands of someone like Musk. So I understand where Nibel is coming from. And there are those naysayers like, oh, why people are blowing him up, he's just retweeting news articles and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, who the fuck cares? I mean, what do you care, right? I mean, I'm sure just because you didn't rely on that person for news, you can't really say people didn't. So
yeah, you cannot just write him off because he wasn't your news outsource.
Exactly. So, it's also kind of funny. Like a lot of the news outlets are mentioning Nibellion, right? They made they made articles about Nibellion, which is kind of showing how much of a contribution Nibellion made to that side of Twitter. How much of a it's so weird, right? Because people talk about him and yet wasn't able to really successfully make a Patreon about it, right? Enough to it's like a very niche thing, I guess. So, but nonetheless though, was a legend amongst gaming news outlets, right? So it was just one person, right? Versus all those companies like Kotaku, Game Informer, VGC, and so on and so forth. Polygon, of course, right? I mean, hell, I barely see Polygon on Twitter, so I only see it because other people are retweeting it, so that's just the thing. But yeah, it sucks.
You saying Polygon to me is like that sounds like a mythical creature right there.
It's a fucking unicorn, right?
But like, what is this thing you're talking about?
But it's a damn shame nonetheless. But very much understandably, I do see why. Right, and it's a very, very unfortunate thing to see, but you hate to see it, but it happens, man. That's life. You gotta take priority to things that are very important, including your job. Whatever pays you most, you gotta stick with it at the end of it.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta give up on things that you like doing or want to do, and just gotta stick with your guns. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Nibellion. But I just wanted to also say before I forget is that a lot of news outlets were also saying, like, in the headline, "Oh, Nibel quit because of Musk," you know, that sort of thing. And while, like I said, that's part of it, that's not all of it, right? Of course, though, people do that, or they've been doing that because they know Musk carries that name. It's like, it's a headline grabber, right? It you know, gets the attention, you know, because it's Musk, Elon Musk, of course. So I get it, but it's just funny to see those news outlets be doing their thing, and that's definitely not what happened, right? You know, Nibellion had real life issues, and that's pretty much it, right? It is what it is overall, but nonetheless, that's a damn shame. So thank you, Nibellion, for your service. You were very good at your job and your role on Twitter, and I salute you. Good luck to, you know, your real life job and your obligations and all that and stuff. Yeah. Best of luck to you. Hopefully you get picked up by somebody, you know, and maybe you'll be like a middleman, right? Like a in between, you know, to sustain yourself but also do what you like, you know. But we'll have to see. I'm surprised nobody has immediately tried to pick him up from what it sounds like. But hey, I mean, maybe he has an NDA. I don't know. That's all we can hope for. All right, well, that's it for the Frontline News. Twitter is definitely a different place right now. Well, more ways than one. But let's move on to the games news. And let's talk about this, which is Modern Warfare 2, the new one. It's just a couple of clips, but I think they were really funny, so I'm just going to go ahead and show them off here. So here's one on Twitter.
Whee!
So did you see what happened?
Yep.
So
it's beautiful, everybody. Beautiful.
So there's a player who tried to throw a grenade. He got shot, right? Drops the grenade. It's a frag grenade, so it has a rolling effect. So it rolls back, and then that same player respawns. The grenade still rolls back towards the player that just respawned. Boom. Killed him, and he dies again. And of course he rage quits, understandably so. Ain't that?
I mean, it was like a lost child. Daddy, no.
I never thought it would happen, but hey, that's Call of Duty's respawn system for you. And then
respawn.
Yep. And there's one more clip that I wanted to show. It's involved with a very infamous map right now, which is basically a bridge with a bunch of cars. That's all there is to it. And look what happens here. And of course, the cars explode. So watch what happens. Yep, watch what happens.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready. Enemies inside the perimeter.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
Our UAV is
So,
orbiting the area.
who in the development department thought this was a good idea?
There's so many exploding cars. But I don't know. I don't know who thought this was a great idea. The cars should not explode in this map. Maybe like one, have that surprise, but not all of them. Like,
I mean, I was half expecting like a chain of events, just like you just throw it and it's just do.
Yeah.
And watch the server crash.
That's Call of Duty for you right now. I think there's like other issues, but I think these are just funny to watch. Obviously, you don't want to be a part of it, no. But as a viewer, it is fucking funny. But that is Call of Duty for you. Well, I guess speaking of losses, right? PlayStation Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since its revamp in June, with Sony blaming declining third-party game sales and more people going outdoors. That's the quote. But I guess there's an update for it. It says, this is from VGC, of course. There's an update saying, Sony says the PlayStation Plus subscriber decline was influenced by a quote-unquote greater decline in user engagement among PS4 users than expected. On the other hand, the ratio of PlayStation Plus subscribers among PS5 users remains at the level significantly higher. I guess there's a lot of things going on. Maybe it's like the fact that now more and more people are picking up PS5s, maybe, or right, they don't want to play their PS4 anymore, and they're just like waiting for the place.
Slowly. PS4 just going to storage.
Yeah. More and more people are just storing their PS4s now because either like they just want to wait for the PS5, or they're just using their PC or something else, really. I think they're done with PS4s at this point, from what it sounds like. Anything else you wanted to say about the situation?
Oh well.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, I like that they even said people going outdoors, like they're touching grass. They're touching too much grass. I think that's like really funny to put in the quote, you know. But yeah, I guess it is something worth noting. I mean, when you think about it, though, is there really a reason now to keep PlayStation Plus?
Besides playing online, right?
Besides playing online, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the monthly games, people, I don't know.
The monthly games are good, but because they added that other tier list,
yeah,
it's like, then what's the point?
Yeah, I guess you can put it that way too. Also, like, right now the library seems to be inadequate, so that's why people are like leaving the library thing, and so it looks like it's just not enticing enough or just not good enough. And here's the thing too, right? A lot of the popular games that play online, right, don't even require PlayStation Plus, right? So there's Fortnite, Apex Legends. I don't know if Overwatch requires PlayStation Plus, because that's free to play now. So now I want
free to play,
yeah.
And probably just there to either you buy the coins or
right. But does it require PlayStation Plus to play online? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's the tough one. But what was another? I wonder if Warzone, Call of Duty's Warzone requires PlayStation Plus also, because that's a free to play thing as well, and that's very popular, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, perhaps. But for me, at this point, I don't have any games that require PlayStation Plus online, because I play Apex Legends and Overwatch as of right now. I don't really play PlayStation online, so in my situation, there's no point for me. So I think the next time I have to renew, I'm not going to renew it just to see. If Overwatch requires online, then so be it. But I think that's a part of it too. Is that a lot of these popular free-to-play games that are online don't require PlayStation Plus. It's like, what's the point? You know? And I don't play Call of Duty, so that definitely doesn't require that, you know? So I'll have a reason. So that might be a big contributor too. It's just all these free-to-play games just don't require online or PlayStation Plus, so that's a part of it maybe. And that's all they play, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the major stuff on that one. Meanwhile, and more on games news, Marvel and EA, as you kind of saw with Iron Man previously, said that we're thrilled to announce. Yep, we're thrilled to announce a multi-title collaboration between Marvel, and this is from Marvel Games, by the way, on their Twitter. Marvel and EA to develop action-adventure games for consoles and PC. Each game will also be its own original story set in the Marvel universe. So starting with Iron Man, that was one of them. I don't think Spider-Man counts because that's a Sony game. So that's going to be separate. Iron Man is going to be one of them for sure. So there's still 2 more games. I think there's supposed to be 3. So there's supposed to be 2 more games. And we'll have to see what it is though. So not much more detail on those parts. But do you have any comment on that?
It's gonna be. I was trying to think of a witty remark, but nope.
Yeah.
It eludes me. I cry now.
The Imperfects too. remember the Imperfects?
Someone's really trying to dig into that barrel.
Remember that Marvel's The Imperfects?
Put that down.
Yep.
That thing doesn't exist.
Marvel. Yeah, Rise of the Imperfects. Yeah, that's what it was.
Nope. Put that down. That thing doesn't have to resurface. You're gonna make me want to
there
pull
you
out.
go. Look at this.
Okay, I'm pulling out the Nokia. I'm gonna hit you with a Nokia.
Look at that. Look at that cover.
Nope.
Marvel Nemesis: The Rise of the Imperfects.
Nope.
2. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Not looking.
I forgot the big story behind it. I think it was supposed to be something else, and then they just like changed it to another thing. I forget what it was. It had to do with, I think it was supposed to be like Marvel versus something, because it was a fighting game for sure. Not your like traditional full-fledged fighting game by any means, but yeah, I mean it's a brawler of some sort, like an arena brawler. I think I forget what it was exactly, but it made it into this, and it was mediocre in sales. That's what I can remember for sure.
Yep.
I remember this game was like on GamePro like a bunch of times. It was marketed out the wazoo, I think, in magazines anyway. Back when magazines were a thing.
Back to when we were actually killing more trees. I mean, what?
Yep. That's gonna be part of it. And of course, it was part of EA, right? It was Marvel and EA.
EA.
I think. Okay, no. Now that I think about it, I think it was supposed to be Marvel versus EA. I think that was what it was supposed to be, but it was changed to Marvel versus characters that were designed by EA people, but kind of Marvel-ish. I don't know. That's why I kind of flopped. It's like, who are these characters? You know.
Let me go call Matt Mimaso for another what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did one though.
Maybe. I think he did. I would be surprised actually if he didn't already. Maybe the Imperfect. Well, are the Imperfects actual Marvel comic book characters? No. Okay.
Question mark?
Yeah. Maybe after, but before. No, right? That's from what it sounds like.
I guess. Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
This man's spouting out things.
I'm just asking the questions here. Anyway, that's Marvel and EA for you for right now. For right now, we have Iron Man. So let's see what they'll reveal next later on. But anyway, regarding to Bayonetta 3, this is good news. Viola's voice actress raises money for, I believe, is a lifeline for transgender people. So when the game was released, I believe she has some sort of stream going on. Or yeah, it was a stream on Twitch, because I think she streams, and she also cosplays. That's pretty cool, I think. But nonetheless, she was a voice actress for Viola in Bayonetta 3. I guess not only that, but also is a part of God of War Ragnarok, and also even Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think it might be one of the main casts. I forget. Let me see. Let me just check real quick here. Did she play Aerith? Or Aerith, excuse me? Oh, she's a YouTuber. Okay. That's kind of cool. Let me see. Video games. Oh, I see. It's just an NPC or something. It's like Katie or something like that from 7 Remake. Okay. But, all right. That's a pretty decent amount of roles for voices. I'm just reading through the list. But yeah, it looks like Viola is the biggest one yet, because Viola is the main character in Bayonetta 3. So far, it seems to be pretty positive to mixed for the most part. I mean, at this point, I think it's okay to talk about it. So, just like a brief, like, how do you feel about Bayo 3?
But good on her, because she did recently put up a video on her Twitter of her playing the game, and she was really happy about like seeing her name in the credits.
Right. And I forgot to mention that this donation drive raised $5,000, so it's a pretty decent amount for TransLifeline. Actually, it was over $5,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty nice. I mean, do you want to talk about your thoughts on your playthrough or whatever, or?
Nope, because I'm not even done with the game. I keep going back to previous chapters to do platinum runs.
First impression so far. I mean, is it still Bayonetta?
It's still Bayonetta, yes.
Okay.
Jennifer Hale. On some parts, it's shaky, but then others, like, you're like, ooh.
Right. She has her moments.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, ooh. Gameplay wise, Viola, you need a big fucking fix on your gameplay and shit. Like, damn. I don't like doing parries. But shit, you're gonna make me want to go into third strike to even fucking learn how to parry.
How to parry, yeah. Yeah. Someone was playing third strike quite a bit during
You know, while making this game, like somebody in the studio.
someone
Like,
was watching Daigo. It's a lot. Was inspired. It's like, who could we put this parry mechanic on? Oh, I know. Viola. You know. Well, I've heard mixed things so far, but more positive than anything. Not too negative, but they have like kind of mixed feelings here and there from the people I follow on Twitter who have played Bayo 3. So that's that. But nonetheless, it seems like it's been popping off, so that's good from this whole situation. So I'll be playing it myself in December. I'll get my hands on it in December and then give it a whirl, and I'll definitely talk about it somehow, one way or the other. So
and then something just now while talking to Bayo 3 popped up on my Twitter, and now I'm drastically thinking maybe I should go to Japan and go to the arcades and play this game.
oh,
Fate Grand Order arcade.
oh, yeah.
Grandpa's in the game.
Oh, is Hassan in the game now? Oh, wow.
And I was
Wow.
like, it's like, what is, what's the conversion rate again?
Last time I saw it was like 150 per dollar, right?
Per dollar, right?
Yeah, 150. That's crazy. That's like
Yeah.
close to. That's like pretty dangerously close to twice, right? Like 200 per dollar. That's the closest I've seen. Here, okay, let me see.
Sorry, kids.
Bit of a tangent.
Gotcha games, dude.
Yeah,
Gotcha game is like, woo, look at this.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? So we don't have this game
No, we don't.
here in the other video. So that's the gameplay.
Oh, that's the gameplay, but this is the summoning thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which I want to know, how do you summon in this game? Like,
Well, because I think you have to have the cards to do so.
okay.
Right. I think I still do have the cards. So
Oh yeah, at your
Right.
trip, right?
during
When
my
you
trip in Japan, I still have it here. It's like in my Switch game case. That's where I keep them. But this is what they look like. Whoa. Here,
went. Whoa, and they'll.
I'll show it to you, and then I'm gonna show it to the camera over here. I'm not sure what that looks like. but
So
yeah.
do they come in a pack, or you can buy individually?
So okay. So I believe, now that I think about it, it's almost like you're summoning them at the arcade, but they just like spit out the cards in the arcade machine.
Mhm.
You can't like buy the packs or anything like that. You have to go to the arcade machine. It's like a completely separate thing. So it's not like you can like use your phone for your gems or whatever to like use it as a way to get the cards. You have to have a separate account to get these cards. So you have to like gather crystals and stuff like that. And of course, what do you need crystals for? Or what do you need to get the crystals? Of course, you need money to even play the game. So,
But in a sense, like you, with the power of eBay, you can just buy the servant that you want.
I believe so.
Because it's sounding like what was it? The Animal Crossing cards, right?
Kind
Kind
of.
of?
It's like a what do you call those? NFCs, whatever. The amiibo cards, yeah. So they have that same technology,
Yeah, yeah.
and you just scan it, and you just get your character into the game. So, that's essentially how it works. So, you can just, I mean, in that sense, you just buy the character, but I imagine they're like hundreds of dollars for some people, or some
I'm
sellers.
like looking right now. Someone's selling a binder for like $23.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad then. But who in it?
I know that's the thing.
Yeah. Let's check out the
I see a Gilgamesh.
yeah, see the rest of this video.
Grandpa, Bone Daddy.
Oh, this is during your live stream? Okay.
Yeah,
And let's skip to the
Noble.
yeah.
Does it look better than the fucking game on the mobile?
That's the thing, right? Like Yep. Yep.
I mean, we do have some of the Fate games come over, which was like a Muso-esque game. So probably, but again, Fate is such a niche, really niche ass fucking series.
And yet it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, it makes a lot of money, but I think if they were gonna try and make a new Dynasty Warriors as Fate, it's gonna be like a small release window, and then that's it. Close the gate.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was Extella or something like that. I think it was called Fate Extella with Nero.
PS4, right?
I think so. Yeah, with Nero as like one of the main characters. It's the I forget what that anime was called for Fate, but
the one that was on Netflix, right?
Yes, it was Nero and like some other people that were like the main cast.
I skipped that. Like that series made me like.
It was okay. I mean, I watched like a couple episodes. It was okay, but then I kind of like fell off. Yeah.
Like I think I stopped at episode 4, and I was like, "Holy shit!" The Pop whatever was to me. I was like, "Wow, Pop whatever actually looks better." Like, just,
it was more entertaining, is what I can say for sure. Apocalyptic or whatever it's called. But we'll comparing to Extella or whatever the fuck it was called. Yeah, I just fell off.
I was like, "The fuck is this?"
Like Shinji was like actually likable to some extent. I'm like, what? what? And it's so weird. Drake, Francis Drake was like Shinji's servant. It's like it was so different. That itself is not bad, but like the storytelling and like stuff like that was just like, I don't know.
I know. It was that big like oof, but not really oof. It was like, eh?
Like it looked alright, but it's just like, I don't know, something about it just, I don't know, it just didn't stick with me or whatever. Just doesn't resonate with me as much as Heaven's Feel type of stuff, which I still have yet to watch part 2 and 3, so I need to get on that.
I still need to finish part 2 and 3 for the Camelot movies. Like we saw like
like
probably half of it, because I was like, oh look, it's Hassan, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But
anywho,
she looks good in game.
Yeah, Hassan looks
like,
good.
His character art looks good.
Yeah. It does make me wish that Grand Order gets some sort of like big graphic update of some sort, but they're just gonna like continue to be like paper mache, fucking be like, you know.
I mean, maybe after the, as you said, the pity system goes through, maybe that's when they'll kick it up.
Hopefully, right? I mean, but for right now, it's like, oh, it's not broken, so we don't need to fix it. You know, that sort of thing, that sort of mentality. But we'll see. Because like, you know, Genshin Impact, like it's 3D and all that stuff. It looks good, you know, for a gacha game. So that's why I stick with it all the time, because it just looks good, you know.
Until that other game from theirs show up, right?
Yeah, I mean, so they're gonna have Star Rail, and then there's a Zenless Zone Zeta shooter thing. I just call it ZZC.
Yeah.
And then
I call it the furry bait.
yeah, because it's that the one character, right?
Actually, two. There's
Is there
a bear.
two?
Yeah, there's this grumpy, big ass fat bear.
Oh, the bear. That's right. Yeah, you're right. And then there's the Kimono Mimi girl too. So there's that.
There's the not cuticle.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, anyway, that's Bayonetta 3 for you. For right now.
Speaking of cuticle, good job, girl, for fucking breaking May. Now she's gone from the game.
Ouch. All right.
Yeah, from what I know, it's like Kiriko's ult plus May's wall, like, kind of is a big game breaking thing.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a bug, whatever, slash.
Yeah, it's no bug, but it's like a really get this thing out.
Yeah. That's pretty big. Like, oh man. That's so fucked up.
That is what you call a big oof.
Yes, a big oof indeed. I guess not a big oof here when it comes to Apex Legends. Well, first off, season 15 has already started. I actually did play a little bit of a Catalyst, and I don't know. I feel nothing much. I feel like her kit isn't just anything special.
She doesn't bring anything.
No, like the only thing she brings is the door. Like the door thing. Like the reinforcing the door is actually like the biggest thing she offers. But otherwise, her tactical doesn't do much other than like, ow, it pokes. But okay, I can just run over and then that's it, right? But the wall too, like, doesn't do much. And then on top of that, it's like hard to aim too, because like you have to be, it's like a line instead of like, you can't like change the direction of the wall, right? You can't like rotate it 90 degrees. I feel like they should do that, because otherwise I have to be like this and then line up the wall, and then like it's so weird. It's very awkward to pull off the ult. It could be like a just like a close engagement fight thing, and then just like do the like with Gibby's bubble, you can like do the bubble shuffle and just like go back and forth in the bubble. And then with here in this case, I guess you can do the shuffle with the wall, because Catalyst of course doesn't damage herself with the wall and the goo and whatever. So you can literally just go back and forth and you'll be fine. Unlike, Fuse's grenade, where it actually damages yourself, right? That sort of thing. But you don't have to worry about that with Catalyst. You just walk over it like it's nothing. But other than that, like the tactical doesn't nothing too special other than just a little bit of damage, just that tickle. You just put it over or put under the door, and then that's it. Okay, right? It doesn't really stop them. It doesn't like slow them down. The wall does, but it doesn't really do all that much to slow them down either. So I feel like they needed to like crank it up a little bit, just a little bit. But I do like the door though. The door reinforcement is actually pretty nice, because there was a situation where there was like a lot of action going on, and then I was like low on health, and then I reinforced 2 doors, and I did a Phoenix kit to get my health back and stuff, and then people were trying to break down the door, but they couldn't, so they're just like, oh fuck, and then they were like getting third party and stuff. So that
let me in.
Yeah.
Let me in.
Yeah, let me in. No, but that's literally what happened. So pretty much her passive is like the biggest kit, or the biggest thing in her kit for right now. But otherwise, everything else is just like not really not too spicy. Let's put it that way. Not too spicy. Maybe people will figure out some uses for her ult and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. Have you played 15 or season 15 yet at all, or?
Yes, I played FF15. It was like years ago. But no, for Apex, no, I didn't touch, because a certain witch
Yeah,
took
yes,
over.
yes. It's witch time. Yep. Indeed, it is that time.
It's like, so, yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Didn't touch her.
The new map is like okay.
I forgot there's a new.
Yeah. The only thing special about it is the rails or whatever. There's like a monorail
yeah, the
thing.
rail system. You go,
Yeah.
wee.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, but then there's a bug in the map where like you have to be like well over like the edge and then you can shoot, but even if you're like a little above the edge, it'll like it like blocks your shots or something like that. I think someone put it up on Twitter. Like you can't, like you have to be like very much above like the ledge to shoot down. But like if you shoot, but there's like a weird hitbox thing going on. So like even if you're like above it, it'll block your shots. So it's like hopefully they can fix that. So like so basically means the hitbox is bigger than it appears to be. There's more than meets the eye. But on topic of Apex though, there was a video that came out from Apex Legends regarding it's like a little like short animation. I'm just gonna just let it play in the background, but like it basically shows the relationship between Bloodhound and Fuse to the point where it now has evolved, so to say. So now pretty much you can say Fuse and Bloodhound are a thing. So if you're into the lore of Apex Legends, there you go, you know. But yeah, it's official. Fuse and Bloodhound are a thing. So how do you feel about that?
Now, my head canon is Bloodhound and Revenant.
That's very interesting.
And I have the tax returns to prove it. Flies it at this channel, gets banned, and it's like,
Yeah.
worth it. To see me, worth it.
Well, that's even if I let it through, but but anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. But of course, there's people who are like, oh, but Bloodhound is a he, or it's Bloodhound's a she, or I don't know. And then, but they just kind of ignore the fact that, you know, Apex Legends said that Bloodhound is non-binary, so I don't know, some weird argument. But hey, I mean, all right, well, that's how it goes. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, you know, with like male characters with non-binary characters, you know. Wonder how that works, because I'm still new to this whole thing too. So, but it is what it is. That's their story, so I'll go along with it. So yeah, that's the image right here. You can kind of see Bloodhound even like takes off the helmet, but you don't get to see the face, you know. So there are some like fan theories out there of fan art or whatever of what Bloodhound looks like. So, but it's just it's like just some drawings here and there, but that's pretty much it. There's no official, you know, confirmation or anything like that. But that's it.
Bloodhound can look whatever you want Bloodhound to look like.
Yep. The unattainable beast is, spoiler alert, love. That's the whole shtick of this whole video. Which, yeah, it is cheesy, but it is what it is. So people are, you know, hashtagging like Fusehound or whatever. So hey, it's whatever. That's cool. Anything else you wanted to say?
Yes. Make more. Or actually dive in more to what was it? Loba and
Bangalore stuff.
Well,
Valkyrie.
who's Loba? Yeah, Valkyrie. Loba and Valkyrie is really
Well, because
shit.
yeah, I mean, Loba and it sounds like Loba and Bangalore had a thing going on, but they kind of separated because some things, and yes, right now Loba is with Valkyrie, so that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, yeah, to see more of that kind of like where characters are at, you know.
Mhm.
Yep. Maybe something with like Mirage or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. We'll see. But hey, Fuse Hound is a thing. That's all I can say. All right, and then speaking of animations, there's an actual like prologue of Sonic Frontier in an animation of sorts. It was actually really cool. It's like a 6-minute thing. Seeing it was like actually really nice. As I saw it for myself, it was really cool. And what's nice about it is that they made Knuckles like badass again. Like he's cool again. He's not some like goofy like gym rat kind of like airhead or anything like that. He's badass again. He's cool, you know. So he went from like what you see in Sonic Boom to here. It's very like much more mature kind of writing. Let me see. Let me get to like the fight scene. You can kind of see what is like.
What was that? What? Where am I? This isn't my island. Is this another one of your tricks, Eggman? Show yourself! Oh, an ambush, huh? Your funeral.
Yep. And then what?
Nice screenshot.
Yep. Oh yeah, and the eyes. Yep.
Those are bedroom eyes, baby.
Mm-hmm. And then there's like a couple like cute little scenes here too.
Ruins of different echidna tribes and remnants of some group that came before.
Okay, I was half expecting like the fruit falls and then the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, little guy. I'll help.
And his hand breaks.
Huh? Hey, there. Here. This is what you were looking for, right?
Yes, it's my face.
Yep. So pretty much, that's like a little bit of a sample of what the animation was like for this little prologue right here. So it's nice to kind of like give you like an idea of what the characters are going to be like. So they're going to be way more likable in my opinion, just because like
They all died.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one of them will die. I don't know. Because, like I said, it's very much more mature than before. All the other stuff over the years has been very, very kid-friendly in like a worse way. It's like, they don't really like, it's not like Avatar or Last Airbender where it's like, you know, it's for everyone, but at the same time, like, there's something for everyone to take, you know, even the adults can learn something from Last Airbender in a way. not just like the action, but like just the philosophies and stuff like that. Well written characters like Iroh, for example. Uncle Iroh was like really cool, for example, and so it's kind of taking that route, but we got to see the game, so the game is gonna come out really soon, so I definitely can't wait because it's gonna come out on Tuesday, and I'm gonna be ready, so I definitely am looking forward to that. Any comments from you for like the animation stuff here?
I wonder if that's gonna be in the game.
I doubt it.
Like certain,
it's
certain cutscenes.
Maybe like in the beginning or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure. I think this is just for YouTube, but could be a hint of something, right? Could be a hint for something in the future besides the story. Maybe this animation style will carry on to an actual full-fledged series somewhere, especially once Frontier is like a big hit. Hopefully, maybe if it'll be a big enough hit, then they'll be like, ooh, maybe we should have a streaming series with this art style, and elevate the style even more because they give it more budget or something.
Everyone is dead in this game. The first victim is Amy.
I don't know what's with you and people dying in these games. Okay.
Because that's how you make a story. No,
you watch too much Fate. That's what it is.
I mean, people die when they are killed.
That is true. That is true. But now, Knuckles is in prison for right now, so we're gonna have to rescue him in the game at some point.
I mean, the game is open world, right?
Yes.
So I wonder if it's gonna follow, like how Breath of the Wild was. There's not really a set like you go to this people first. And
you can like go rescue Knuckles first, right? And then maybe Tails, and then maybe Amy or something like that. Or you go Amy or Tails and Knuckles, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Or don't rescue anyone. Just go straight for the final boss.
I know.
Everyone's just gonna stare at you and like, what?
Yep. Voice acting was pretty good. I'm not sure if that's a new voice actor for Knuckles, but for this case, I mean, it was pretty cool.
His name is Knuckles.
Knuckles. It's Knuckles the enchilada.
It's Nipples the enchilada.
Yeah, Nipples the enchilada. That's right. Who voiced Knuckles? Let me see if it appears in the credits.
It's like, where's the credits?
Animators, composers.
So this is on every major console right now, right?
Yes.
This game that's gonna come out.
PlayStation, I think Switch, and PC, of course. So.
All right, kids, get ready to see your Switch go on fire.
Dave B. Mitchell is, I believe, the voice for Knuckles. So, all right, cool. Nice job.
But again, for Switch owners, good luck.
Oh yeah. I wonder how that's gonna work.
PS4 players, good luck? Question mark?
I'm sure it'll be fine on PlayStation. It's really Switch that's like the questionable version.
And then for PC players, here comes the mod.
Yeah, I know. Mod in fucking Shadow or somebody. Or they'll mod their own OC in there. Sonic OC. Do not steal.
Well, they make Rouge.
Yes. Yes.
They make the kaboom.
Yes, they make the kaboom. Yeah, Nintendo Switch, PS5, 4, Xbox stuff, and Windows. So yeah, there you go. All major systems. And yep, November 8th, which is very soon. I think it's like very next day when this episode comes out. So again, I look forward to it, man. I'm gonna definitely be streaming that. Alrighty. I think that's it for the games news. Let me see where we're at right now with time. Hour 30. Okay.
I was like, is it a lightning round?
No. Well, some of them maybe, but we definitely have some stuff to talk about. But for the anime movies and streaming series and stuff and more, starting with a figure. Or figures, maybe. But Marvel is coming out with more figures, and including what appears to be a life-size Hulkbuster. Life-size...
Can you fuck it?
life-size Hulkbuster. So, I guess according to this is going to be well, let me see. What's the exact height? 3.5 meters? So that is about, that should be 350 centimeters. So yeah, that's like almost twice my height.
But why though?
Or a little over twice my height, I should say. Why? Yes. That's why. Pre-orders will be open soon, I guess. Or no, let me see. I mean, yeah, it's a thing though. You can sign up to pre-order it. Do they have like other life-size statues, or is it just Hulkbuster? I think I think it is just a Hulkbuster. But meanwhile, there's other statues like Catwoman, for example, from the Tim Burton movie. It looks like.
Yep.
And then I'm not sure what this is from. Moon Witch and Stokes. Oh, okay. And then there's this, the life-size Hulkbuster statue. Damn. That's like 10K right there, man. I'm sure. That's definitely barely big enough for my room. Right? Like, to reach the ceiling, that is.
Oh, again, can you fuck it?
I mean...
Or can it fuck you? Can it fuck you?
He'll fuck your wallet.
Gotcha games already do that.
I guess so. I mean... I mean, if you allow it, sure. But anyway, it's gonna be a fucking, it's gonna be a dedicated room for this statue. That's for sure. Oh man, I mean, life-size statues do exist, of course, but how often is the thing, and what is, right? So. Hulkbuster, holy shit, that's gonna be well over 10K, I think, for sure, with all the detailing and stuff like that, for sure. Yeah, especially if it's like battle damage like this, yeah, that's gonna cost more for sure. I wonder who will dare to even buy that thing. Probably like rich people or something. Just like have nothing else to do. Because they're just sitting around making money every minute. Probably Elon Musk or something. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, well, anyway, on to the next thing with HBO. Last of Us will have a release date premiering January 15th. So you'll have something to watch in January when it comes to streaming series.
That's not my Mandalorian. Who are you?
Yep, that's Joel. That's pretty much it. I think there was a poster somewhere, but it's not gonna contribute much else besides the date itself. So anyway, next up we have Avatar. Avatar, not the Last Airbender, but the blue people, right? With James Cameron and all that stuff. Did you watch this trailer?
Yes.
Okay, and what did you think of it?
Lots of blue. Very wet.
Oh, she's pregnant.
I mean, I know that, you know, it takes fucking years
Yeah.
because this whole movie is pretty much CGI.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
It looks good, yes.
Yeah, definitely updated for sure.
I think it's kind of in that realm that it was pretty much overhyping the graphical updates.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me.
Right. I think like Avatar to me has always been kind of overrated. Like it looked kind of cool at the time, but I didn't think the story was like that entertaining by any means. It was like all right at best to me, and yeah, it won like, or it was nominated at least for like all this awards and stuff like that. Like oh my god, you know.
Yep.
But I don't know. The story to me wasn't that special. But I don't know. Maybe this one will do it. But I'm not definitely completely in love with Avatar as a movie. I wonder what's going on with Stephen Lang's character, because I thought he died in the movie.
His human body, yes.
Oh, his human body,
but
he had
his mind is now in I forgot what they're called, in the Navi.
Oh, Navi, yeah.
Same with Sigourney Weaver's character.
Oh, okay.
Because it was hinted that they made it just in time for her to do the transfer.
Oh, okay.
Because her character is somewhere in this trailer.
Okay.
You see it.
Right. Obviously, we can't play the audio because, you know, the claiming thing and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, looks cool, but I'm pretty sure the story is going to be all right at best. At least to me, anyway. That's how it was with the first movie. This is the movie where what's his face? I think Sam Worthington made a debut. I believe either that or it was Terminator Salvation, maybe. I forget what it was. I forget which one was which made the. Well, I mean, obviously, Avatar was like by far the bigger hit, you know, of course. But, yeah, I forget which one came first. But that's how that's how Worthington got his name in the Hollywood industry. Yeah, so he also did like, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops as like one of the main characters. Mason was his name, and yeah, pretty nice. I do like his voice. You know, got that grittiness to it. You know, so I do like it. It's funny because, you know, he's Australian, but he has all of his roles require him to speak with that American accent. So sometimes you can like hear that like slip through his Australian accent, which kind of like adds more to that uniqueness to it. So that's why I kind of like it actually more in that sense. Kind of like the same thing with Carl Urban. He's when he's like Billy Butcher, you know, he's supposed to be British, right? Cockney accent and everything, but he's from New Zealand, right? But so his accent kind of like goes all over the place. But in turn, that also makes it a little more unique in that sense, I guess. So funny how this stuff works. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's coming out actually in December 16, so it's actually pretty soon. It's like pretty much more or less a month from now. So,
Yeah.
are you going to make your way to the theaters to watch this, or
For Avatar, no.
no?
For Black Panther 2, yes.
Okay,
But
right.
1 week after release date, which is what?
It's pretty soon. It is in November, right? So,
Yep.
it's pretty much soon.
Yep.
So that kind of tells you right already how we feel about it. But I mean, I'll watch it like somewhere else when it's on digital or something. But right now, visually impressive, but I'm not really like hyped about it overall.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll do. I'm sure it'll do fine or big numbers in the box office, but not my cup of tea overall. That's just me. What's my cup of tea though, for sure, is the new Godzilla that's been announced. So, Toho has announced a new release for Godzilla. It's going to be coming out on November 3, 2023. So it's pretty much next year. So, funny. Because we are actually recording this on November 3. So, yeah. Definitely perfectly a year from now. So, any comment? I know the only thing we have is a big G. He's nodding with approval, so yeah. I wonder, well, because the director...
Remember, kids, this is Toho.
Yes.
This is Toho, not Legendary. We are still waiting for Legendaries.
Yep.
Which somebody leaked out that the upcoming King Kong movie is going to have Godzilla, but he's not going to be like prevalent because it's going to be just Kong and probably with what he's doing with his kingdom.
Uh-huh.
A leak was saying that it's a certain monster and she's finally gonna have the limelight again. It's a female monster. And there's only a few female monsters.
Right. That's
and no, it's not. It's not Mothra. They're saving Mothra for someone else, but it's another female monster, and I'm like, oh, okay.
My guess is Violante. That's my guess. So
probably.
But yeah.
Again, it's like, whatever you're doing, Legendary, please keep it up. Get these like very passionate and they know their shit directors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because again, King of the Monsters, which was Godzilla 2, was like that was like right there. You knew that this director had fun. He knew the source material. He understood the assignment.
Right. Same with the composer too for King of the Monsters. That I like the music for that one. Yep. Fan service was through the roof. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. And then for King Kong, Godzilla versus King Kong. There was a lot of like. It could have been fixed here and there, but it was another like love letter to like, you know what, here you guys go.
Yeah, for sure.
Which still, I don't know why people were, because there were people still bitching about King of the Monsters and King Kong versus Godzilla.
Right.
Godzilla versus monster. There's too much monsters fighting. Where are the humans? It's like,
that's the critics.
It's like, but you guys bitched about how there was less monsters in the first one. So here you go.
Right. I think that's the critics bitching about it. I think the audience were fine with it, of course.
Yeah, we were fine. As Godzilla fans, we were like,
yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Next. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So King Kong, I think it was a kind of an okay balance, but
yeah,
there's just some parts that you were like, Wait, how did we get from here to here?
Yeah, and like the human characters were just like super whatever. You didn't really like care for them too much, other than the little girl. So that's about it.
Yeah, Gina.
Yeah,
Gia. Gia was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I just like how the doctor is like, why didn't you?
Mhm.
He doesn't understand. And then Kong just did it. So like,
Yeah.
fuck you,
Yeah.
monkey.
Yeah.
Return to monkey.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, but go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, so I'm interested what Toho is doing because again, this is like a big year gap between Shin Godzilla and now. This is a big
Yeah,
year
for
gap.
sure. I think they definitely had something cooking for in the oven for a long time. So hopefully it'll be a really good Toho film.
Yeah. Which again, everyone, Toho is still on their little mentality thing of like, if Legendary slips up, that's it
Yeah.
with the Godzilla franchise. So if Toho slips up, if Legendary slips up, then that's it. But hey, Toho kind of does slip up here and there.
Oh
But,
yeah, for sure.
you know, they pick up themselves. But for now, Legendary's been good, very good.
Yeah. Hopefully these upcoming ones are bangers along with the other ones, or even better, I should say. Also, is that with this release date, that means 2023 is going to be the year of Godzilla because there's already that other film coming. They're saying that the other film from Legendary is going to be hidden next year as well. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. But for right now, yes, this is what I like to see for next year. And the director is Takahashi Yamazaki, who I believe directed Sunset, Always Sun, or is it Always Sunny on third something? Man, I forgot the name of the film. It had a Godzilla cameo in it. Oh, it was Always Sunset on 3rd Street too. So that's what it was. That's the director for that movie. And then, funny enough, it had a cameo of Godzilla. So because it's a Toho film, so it's pretty natural. Yeah. So that director is going to be taking the helm for this upcoming Godzilla film. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. It's gonna be interesting. To see how that goes because that little cameo that was really cool. I actually liked the how that scene was filmed and stuff like that. Music and everything was it was so good. So yeah.
And also speaking of Godzilla, happy birthday, to the Kingdom Monsters.
Oh yes, of course, because it is the anniversary and stuff like that. So they had a live stream event of sorts for Godzilla, and it even included the fan film. Godzilla versus Gigan Rex, I believe it was. There's a fan. I think it was a fan film, but they always have these like yearly fan films for each of these Godzilla festivals or whatever. So that is what it is. Other than that, I don't know if there was any other like Godzilla related announcement other than this.
Video game wise, where did my friend fucking put it?
Oh,
it was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Video game wise, my friend tagged me, and it's that monster game that's out right now. For the life of me, I cannot think of it. What's it called?
Oh, Giga Bash?
Yeah, Giga Mash or something.
Giga Bash.
So with Giga Bash,
we talked about it before.
Apparently Godzilla is going to be in the game.
Yeah, we already talked about that, but the trailer is out.
The trailer dropped.
Yes.
So kids.
Let me see. Did you drop it here? Oh
No,
no.
I did not. That's why I'm trying to look for it. It's like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah. I'll just try to see on YouTube Giga Chat. We're not looking for Giga Chat. We're looking for Giga Bash. There you go. That's what it was.
They pull out the Nokia.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because of his dorsal fin, I don't think it's Legendary's Godzilla.
It's Heisei Godzilla.
Yep.
So I'm all for it.
I wonder if it's 80. Wait, try go back to the dorsal fin when it was lit up.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Oop, too far.
There you go.
Sorry, 89. Almost, right?
Yeah.
You still make noise. Oh no, I took out the battery. See, kids, you were saying that Legendary's Godzilla was fat. Chunky.
Yeah, the thighs are chunky. That's what it is.
Fucking chunky. These are dad carrying hips.
Dad carrying hips. You heard it here, folks. But yes, it's going to be a really awesome addition for a game like this. So I definitely will pick up the game. I believe in December. So I'll definitely pick up the game. I do want to try it out with Godzilla and stuff. So give it a whirl. Yep, it's the Heisei roar and everything. So love it. It's very nostalgic. I'm all for it. That's what the collabs do, man. That's the power of collabs. Crossovers and stuff like that. It'll definitely help bring the games like this to the radar of people who like Godzilla, monster games, you know. I'm definitely all for it. So I'll have Bayonetta and Giga Bash to look forward to with the DLC and stuff. Okay, well,
I do like the logo too.
oh, sorry. The logo for
The upcoming Toho.
Oh, for the G. Okay.
Yeah, for G. I like that. Like, I like it.
Yeah. Is there anything new here? Okay, no, not really. It's just confirming the director and stuff like that. So, yep. That is all there is to it. Oh, yeah. So, let me see. So, this tweet says, we're getting 2 new Godzilla movies only in a few months apart. This is crazy. Not to mention, there's going to be a live-action TV show that will be coming out, too. It's a great time to be a fan. So,
Apple Prime or something.
Apple TV Plus, I think it's called. Apple TV. Yeah. So yeah, this is coming from Godzilla, or Let's Talk Godzilla on Twitter. So yep, that is worth mentioning. Next year, like I said, it's gonna be a good year. Godzilla fans will be eating good.
Well, hopefully the TV show does better than the fucking Halo show. I mean, that's not a tall order.
That's not a tall order, man. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I mean, yes, again, you could fuck up, but you know, it's yeah.
But again, like the Halo TV show had an okay like start. The Covenant looked good until they fucking threw that wrench in it, and I was like, "What? do you care? Do you care what happened in the show?"
Go right ahead.
There's a fucking human controlling the Covenant.
Oh.
That's why when that happened, I was like, wait.
And then not to mention, Master Chief kept taking off the helmet. It's like, what?
Yeah, Master Chief banged.
Yes, I heard. I heard.
Like, I didn't care for the banging part. It was just him taking off the helmet. Some dumb human controlling the Covenant.
Yeah.
The Covenant looked good. They look good. but still, that the whole thing, that whole show was just like this,
Yep. Well,
and just skidded on its face, and
Yeah.
you just don't see the the skull anymore. It's a flat, smooth surface.
what's not looking good also is Witcher. The Netflix is Witcher because Henry Cavill is out of the picture now, like literally. So they had Chris Hemsworth's brother, yeah, Liam Hemsworth. So to take the helm as Geralt, and people are not liking it. Reason what happened was with Cavil, right? Cavil was very passionate with his roles. You know, he's a fucking gaming nerd, so I do respect that. He wanted to really go all out with Geralt. The problem is that the writers and such were like, we're not gonna take stuff from the books nor the games. We're gonna write our own story, kind of. Kind of like what happened with Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy and stuff like that with Star Wars. And so Henry was like, "Yep, I'm out," because he had one condition, and that's to respect the author of the book. So
yeah, the source material.
But nope, didn't happen. So he's like, "Yep, I'm out. I'm gonna be back as Superman." So that was what pretty much happened in layman's terms. And so Hemsworth is going to be taking place as Geralt for after season 3. So yeah, season 4 is going to have the new star in it, and yes, of course, again, people are not liking it. So yeah, that's the big news.
Yeah, so The Witcher is also suffering for what the Halo series went with. It's like here's the source material. It's pretty much like, here's the source material. The writers are like,
yeah. Yep, just throw away, toss it away.
It's like, I don't know how to fucking read.
Yep.
And again, it's the same thing like with a certain woman that's controlling Star Wars right now.
Yep, like I mentioned.
Because again, with the Witcher series, it's like they have no damn reason to say that they don't have the author didn't finish the books. We're looking at you, Game of Thrones and Martin.
Yep.
So yeah. Because again, everyone, Henry Cavill is very passionate about The Witcher.
Yep. According to Culture Crave, over 80% of voters said they will not watch season 4 without Henry Cavill, and only 18.1% will continue to watch it, I guess, with the new star.
I mean, again, I'm not bashing on or gonna hate on
Hemsworth.
Liam.
Yeah.
Hemsworth's his younger brother.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like one of those, like, the character is already established.
Yep.
And has a face already.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that they just blatantly said, yeah, we're not gonna respect the book or the fucking games or whatever. So that's also, I think, a contributing factor. It's not just the star; it's just everything else around it too. Literally said no to the fucking source material, so they're gonna say no to this. Naturally. Okay, so I found the poster for Last of Us somehow. It's okay, so yeah, not only is premiering on January, but it'll have 9 episodes.
Why is there? Who spilled all that spaghetti?
Right.
Fucking wasteful.
Yeah. Spaghetti. Yep. 9 episodes for season 1. So let's see how that pans out.
I want to see what it's going to be, an hour each or something.
I don't know. Probably. Because how long? Well, I know it's not a good comparison, but how long were the Peacemaker or Peacemaker episodes? Do you remember?
Mhm.
Do you remember how long they were?
About an hour.
About an hour?
Ish.
Okay.
Well, somewhere an hour, and then somewhere like short, like
Right, like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably 40 minutes to an hour. Was what I'm thinking for this. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, again, Witcher, man, looks like it's not looking good. Not only because of the the actor replacement, but like just the fact that you said fuck the source material, pretty much. So people are just gonna go fuck off and do something else, if that's what you want.
And then
Best of luck to Hemsworth, but yeah.
And then the writers for the writers for Netflix's The Witch is like, wait, why everybody mad?
Yeah.
It's like,
Why is everyone
we don't
booing at me?
I know.
Yep.
It's like, why are you mad? It's like, because you blatantly did all of this shit.
Yep.
What the hell you think was gonna happen? That we all gonna hold hands and sing Kumbaya?
Yeah, at the campfire? Hell no.
I mean, we'll be at the campfire with you guys roasting on it.
Yeah. Well, it is the beginning of November, so you know what that means. Mariah Carey is back.
This was a really good video.
Yep.
Done by her.
Yeah.
To just like tell everyone like, I'm in Neverdo, bitches.
It's time.
All right, and I'm gonna stop it right there because I don't want to get claimed. But yep.
You don't want her like appearing out of your closet. Going
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, you're playing my song. Yoink. Yoink.
she'd be like, oh, these are nice Gengars. I'll take them as payment.
No.
And I'll be like,
Yep. Yep. It's indeed time for Christmas. Yep. Christmas.
and for us here at the
Home Depot
retail are already suffering.
Yep. Are the Christmas stuff? Is the Christmas stuff already up?
We had the Christmas thing up since September. But the song just hit like 2 days ago, and
God damn it!
I was just staring at the PA system, going like, "It has begun."
It's time. It's time. It is that time of the year, man. Weather has been definitely appropriate for the season. Like, my God, it's like pretty cold, man. Here in
I mean,
SoCal.
pretty much. I think for people right now, it's that that meme of Punisher going, no,
yeah. Yeah. But don't forget, we still got Turkey Day.
What's that?
Just eat turkey, dude.
Sir, I'm telling you, November doesn't exist.
It only exists for Sonic Frontier and Pokemon and God of War.
It's like this mythical like thing you're talking about that.
Oh, and don't forget Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Oh yeah. Hey, Wallet, you're gonna die.
Good luck with the graphics card, man. If that's still what you're planning to buy. Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's like, hey, Wallet, get ready to die.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is pretty much it on this episode. Unless you have anything else to sprinkle in before we take off?
When you guys do buy what's it called, collector's editions of games that has art books, do not read the art books before you play the damn game and finish it.
Oh yeah.
I opened that Bayonetta 3 art book. I was like, oh, these are beautiful. Oh,
Good warning.
just slam and put it down. I was like,
Good warning.
and yeah,
Good PSA for the Bayo players.
because I saw something like it was a weapon and a character, and I was like, oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'd be damned.
Well, I'll be damned. Alrighty.
Why, Lord?
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in for this episode of the Hypecast. We'll be sure to come back if we have stuff to talk about. And yep, so this has been the 211th episode of the Hypecast. We're definitely well over the double digits now for 200. So yep. Yep. So we'll keep on chugging along for the rest of this year. And
we'll be chugging. We'll be not putting money into our favorite gacha games, because some of us are
Too
good
late.
boys and girls.
Too late.
Some of us are good boys and girls. We're waiting for that one little
Yep.
It's okay because I can wait. That banner doesn't show up until the end of this month.
Oh boy. Who in that banner you're looking for?
It's Domon.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Oh, yeah, Domon.
Uh-huh.
This boy. I'm gonna wait for this boy. Apparently he comes out. He's like a shadow drop.
Oh,
Which is weird.
yeah. I remember seeing him. All right.
But I'm still gonna do my 80 on the first day. If I
Uh-huh.
don't get it, I wait till the last week of the banner and then drop the other 80.
All right. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
battle
calling
plan for
bullshit on-
Zawa.
I'm calling bullshit on myself.
You're probably gonna do more than that, I'm sure. Anyway, we'll let you all go. Thank you very much, and we will see you guys in the next one. I was about to say something. I was trying to come up with something clever, but it involved with Christmas and turkey or whatever. But I can't come up with anything. All right, later.
Everyone have a good day. Have a good time. Watch a lot of Godzilla movies, which I could technically because I have the entire show era.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! I need to watch Star Wars. Before I get spoiled. Andor.
That's not Godzilla related. How dare you watch Star Wars on our Lord and Savior's Day? Which you cannot really say because Japan gets destroyed like 85% of the time.
Like billions of times. Yeah. All right.
Like at this point, I think if Godzilla was real, Japan would be like, "Is he here? Yep."
Yeah.